Aw, man. It's already the end of the month. I've still got so many good character actors to talk about. Maybe I can fudge a little bit and squeeze 2 or 3 in at once.
There can be only one.
Oh, come on. Just let me bend the rules just this once.
There can be only one.
Fine. Welcome to A Tough Act to Follow. I'm Preston, aka the Ploominator, and I will be your centuries-old immortal warrior here to hunt down the best secrets of the Hollywood warriors and deliver them to the masses. And in these final days of June, I'm diving one more time into another actor who I feel deserves far more screen time and name recognition than they get. I'm talking about an actor who can command the screen in every medium, whether it be TV, film, video games, and beyond. There are many Hollywood actors, but there's only one, Clancy Brown. And this is because Clancy is one of the most dedicated and hardest working actors in Hollywood. I'm not going to beat around the bush. Even if you don't know his name, you've certainly seen him or heard him in something. Clancy's dedication to his craft and continuous work ethic has defied the odds and made him a reliable talent, a vocal marvel, and above all else, a tough act to follow. Clancy is someone who, like many other character actors, knows how he is perceived. His ability to play villains and use the imposing aspects of himself has kept him working across a wide variety of genres and movies for a long time. And when Hollywood needs a towering figure with a deep and powerful voice to come across as both intimidating and well realized, they turn to Clancy more than you might think.
Lipschitz. Hey, Lipschitz.
Name's Horowitz, asshole.
Horowitz, asshole.
I heard it was Lipschitz.
Yeah, and if you're Lipschitz, what's your asshole?
And these characters aren't just one-dimensional thugs. He's not content making the characters stereotypical. And even when the roles could be incredibly simple on the surface, Clancy always dives deeper, making the roles more complex and therefore more interesting. And as a result, the characters feel different rather than a repeat of a previous character.
Hey, scumbag. Oh, shit!
And because of this talent for adding depth into his characters, Clancy has an insane list of credits across all mediums of performance. He's been in movies, TV, theater, animation, video games, you name it, Clancy's done it. And it's because he's been so able to adapt as a character actor over the course of his career. He's found a way to make that large frame and deep voice constantly in demand, and it's what helps him get roles based both on his type and in ways that defy his type. But when you break it down, he is big, he is intimidating, and he knows how to use that.
Okay, Mr. Victor Kruger, room 315, and I'm gonna hit you for 20 in advance. Hey, if there's anything you need, broads, blow, just dial O, huh?
But it's not just like serious villainous characters all the time. Clancy knows how to work within genres really well. He knows when the roles have to be more serious and grounded, but he also knows when he can throw a little humor in there to make the movies work. By taking this understanding, Clancy's able to stretch the characters even further by letting them have moments that might not be thought out by other actors. Clancy's very versatile, and it allows him to keep the characters consistent but still have fun.
This way, no one will recognize me.
I do. What do you want?
Your head. And the prize. Watch. Happy Halloween, ladies.
But what if we took away Clancy's look? This is one of the reasons I love him. His vast experience as a voice actor in animation and video games has started to translate to movies through motion capture. For those who don't know, motion capture is essentially having an actor be a canvas and wear a special suit that allows an animator to paint over the top of them with the character look. But the actual performance still comes through. You may have most notably seen this as someone like Gollum from Lord of the Rings or the Hulk in the MCU, but Clancy has performed under motion capture more than you may realize, and it's allowed him to be even more diverse in his typing. But this isn't just some big CGI monster. If you look at the subtle choices, you can see that it's still Clancy's movements and reactions. They're just under this sort of computer animated prosthetic, but it's clearly Clancy's performance that's coming through. Even when he disappears behind a mask of computer animation, he still is letting his performances shine.
Frostwolf clan. Not quite the monsters I was expecting.
Your warriors seem pleased with Gul'dan's gift. You don't want his magic?
I respect Gul'dan. A warrior is not made with magic. He is forged in battle.
And this gets into what may be Clancy's biggest skill. Clancy is among the best voice actors working today. As big as his resume is in live action, it explodes when you look at the voice work. He's been a staple of the DC animated universe, a presence in the MCU, he's worked on nearly every Cartoon Network across the years, and has had dozens of animated roles. But among those roles, there's usually two that stand out the most, and if you want to show the diversity of his vocal talents, you have to choose the one that's most different from his other roles.
Oh, for crying out loud, SpongeBob! You didn't get the job!
What?
You did not get the job!
But why?
SpongeBob, you're a great fry cook, but I gave the job to Squidward because being manager is a big responsibility. Well, let's face it, he's more, mature than you.
Mr. Krabs is so wildly different from the other roles we've seen so far that it feels like it could be somebody else, but it's still Clancy, and it shows how talented he is. In this character, he is neither intimidating nor malicious, but he still has vices, money being the most obvious one, and he's a wildly simple character on the surface. This ability to portray someone who is so basic but give them a fully developed personality with only your voice is a testament to Clancy's talent as a voice actor.
I'm Eugene Krabs, your highness. Would you like to order something?
I'm on to you, Krabs! You have stolen the royal crown you cannot deny! For clever as you are, you left one damning piece of evidence at the scene of the crime!
I stole your crown, signed Eugene Krabs!
Relinquish the royal crown to me at once!
But this is crazy! I didn't do it!
Ahoy! This is Eugene Krabs! Leave a message! Hi, Mr. Krabs, this is Clay, the guy you sold Neptune's crown to.
But again, to be a fully rounded actor, you can't just be good at one thing, and Clancy's not. Well, yes, his look and his voice both help him stand out on their own. It's his work as an actor that helps all of this come together. His talent as an actor is what has given him a presence in some of the seriously greatest movies over the years. His ability to develop a complete character in a small amount of time shows a depth of talent that allows him to have big moments without completely getting swallowed up by the other parts of the movie.
If I hear so much as a mouse fart in here the rest of the night, I swear by God and Sonny Jesus, you will all visit the infirmary. Every last motherfucker in here.
And really, it's about humanity. These characters could be wildly forgettable or stereotypical or so many other things like the other guards in Shawshank are, but Clancy manages to give such a solid performance that it completes the work as a character and keeps him in our minds. It's his little additions that really sell this character to the audience, and they make him a staple of the movie rather than someone who lives in the background.
That's it. Step aside, Mert. This fucker's having himself an accident.
You don't push him off the roof. Because if you do trust it, there's no reason you can't keep that 35,000.
What did you say?
35,000.
35,000?
All of it.
All of it?
Every penny.
You better start making sense.
If you want to keep all that money, give it to your wife. The IRS allows a one-time only gift to your spouse for up to $60,000.
Bullshit. Tax-free?
Tax-free. IRS can't touch 1 cent.
You're that smart banker what killed his wife, aren't you? Why should I believe a smart banker like you? So I can end up in here with you?
And all of the aspects work together to show the full depth of Clancy's talent. His abilities are constantly improving, and his ability to add new depth to characters only grows with each successive performance. So why do we love Clancy Brown? 1. Clancy is powerful. Clancy is fully aware of how he comes across on screen, and he knows how to cement himself in numerous roles. These roles often are imposing or malevolent, but it's clear that they are not simple. And by diving in without remorse, Clancy creates very interesting villains and antagonistic characters while still letting them be human. 2. Clancy has fun. Clancy knows how to chew the scenery. His ability to jump across genres and play characters in all manner of ways keeps him versatile, and as a result, it allows him to show up again and again in numerous movies, TV shows, and other performance mediums without ever feeling out of place. 3. Clancy grounds his roles. While yes, some of his roles don't always look like him, it's clear that he is a significant part of their creation. Whether live action, motion capture, or voiceover, Clancy is a driving force in the creation of the character he is portraying, and his ability to develop these characters is not limited to his physical presence alone. 4. Clancy is a master of his voice. Whether the deep, monstrous tones of Black Hand, the rugged but intelligent power of Lex Luthor, or the hyper-greedy and at sometimes cowardly Mr. Krabs, Clancy is a force when it comes to voice acting. His resume alone shows just how talented he is in this area, and it cannot be overlooked when talking about why he is so present in the world of entertainment. 5. Clancy creates complete characters. While some actors would stop once they get the bare minimum of their scenes, Clancy goes beyond that. He develops characters deeper and more completely than dozens of other actors would, and it helps Clancy's characters stand out even when they have limited time to do so. So now you know that Clancy Brown is just about everywhere in Hollywood, and I'm guessing you're like, what can I watch to ensure that I never forget his name again, right? Well, as always, I'm here to give you the exact thing you need. Here are my 5 essential Clancy Brown performances. 1. Bad Boys. No, not that Bad Boys. This 80s drama lets Clancy not only burst onto the scene, but also establish himself as a character actor who delivers. His imposing frame allows him to be an instantly villainous presence and really sells the character, while his performance as an actor gives that character more depth when it could have been one-note and forgettable. 2. Highlander. When it comes to significant villains, there can be only one. Clancy is a presence throughout this fantasy epic, and his performance is easily the highlight of the movie as the scenery-chewing villain. He delivers both fun and horror in the movie and really helps establish the character and the world that the movie occupies. 3. Warcraft. While this movie isn't the greatest, it does show Clancy as a presence that is far more talented than we realize. His ability to use his voice and posture to bring the character of Black Hand to life and really make the CGI orc a fully developed and powerful character stands out from within the movie. 4. The SpongeBob SquarePants movie. Clancy has numerous voice roles to choose from, but Mr. Krabs may be the longest running and most notable of all. His portrayal is so different than his other roles, and it shows just how diverse he can be within the world of his voice, and lets him be comedic and feeble rather than imposing and serious. 5. The Shawshank Redemption. Clancy comes out swinging in this movie and stands out amongst dozens of other supporting roles. His commanding presence gives the movie a strongly antagonistic force early and lets him really show just how serious he can be while still being grounded in his character in a way that helps to sell the movie and support his fellow actors. And that is why Clancy Brown is a tough act to follow. Thank you for watching. What Clancy Brown roles do you like? Were there surprises you weren't expecting? Thank you for participating in Character Actor Month. Let me know which actors you think are underrepresented, and I'll try to bring them up when this comes back around. And if you like this video, please give it a like. If you do, I'll teach you the secret to immortality. And please, help me share this series with everyone. I love helping people discover actors they wouldn't otherwise know. If you want to help me keep making these videos, head on over to my Patreon. You can hear all the glorious bloopers that I make while recording these, and get a chance to be thanked in subsequent videos, like these people. Thanks, Mom and Dad. And to ensure you don't miss out on a single video, be sure to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and as I always say, thanks for taking the time to get Ploominated.